Hi friends, welcome back. This is Salomon Jagwe. I'm back with another quick insight and a mini tutorial. Today we're going to be looking at the ActorCore. This is Reallusion's new motion platform that has just that was announced recently. And so guys, if you're new to my channel, I kindly ask that you spare a minute to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I post a new video. Thank you to everyone else who has subscribed and who's been sharing your feedback and liking and sharing the video. I appreciate your support. So today there was, not today, but recently, Reallusion came up with the ActorCore, which is its own motion platform. So it's kind of like, you know how you have Mixamo through Adobe, and you have this library of animations. Well, if you're a member of Reallusion, you get access to this platform, and it has a wide range of animation files. So here's the thing: if you're creating a short film and you don't have a motion capture suite, I think this platform is perfect for you, because I personally, because I have a motion capture suite, I know how it makes life so much easier when I'm trying to put together concept pieces, as well as some animations, like background animations for characters that are doing nothing but just filling out a shot, right? So that's where this ActorCore comes handy. The motion capture files are all looped, so you can blend them nicely together, and they come in different categories. So if you want to do like business presentations, Archviz, if you want to do something related to film, games, the ones that are for games are, like when you want to do like a run sequence. So this is where you find this kind of animation. And I'm excited about this because recently I received an email, and they said that to promote the launch of this platform, they were giving away $200. So it's like you get to redeem $200 as a free gift. And you get to get the Spunky Modes, which is like a really good pack that you can start with. And so go through the process and click on that redemption button. And this is very kind of a Reallusion to do. And so it's really helpful. So click on submit when you're ready. Click OK. And give it a minute to load. And once it has loaded, then you have the option to download the files, either using your computer or using a smart gallery. So these files are available for Motion Builder, for Maya, 3ds Max, whatever, Unreal Engine, Unity. But if you want to use it for iClone, and I like right now I'm going to be using iClone to demonstrate how to do this. You can download and install it using that file, or you can use the smart gallery. So if you don't have the smart gallery, just click on that link and download it onto your computer. I'm using PC, so I'll download the OS version that you have, okay, and then install it, and it will show up in your the Reallusion hub, the install hub. And once it's installed, you'll be able to access all the files inside of your iClone file, and you can find them both in iClone as well as in Character Creator 3. Okay, so make sure that you make sure that you check to see if you have a smart gallery installed or not. But I highly recommend that you try the install gallery, and it will show up as under either your iClone or your Character Creator 3 installation. Okay, so let's get started, because I wanted to show you how it works. So now that I have this free pack, I'll be able to use it for any animation, right? And the ones that you have, they have some, there's always like a promotion going on, but there's some free ones as well. So if you have a membership with a Reallusion, you'll be able to find all these free ones that you can start with. So you can get a character. If you have a character that has 2 guns, for example, or a single gun, you can go ahead and download these and try it out. And the ones that are installed will have a check mark if you already installed it on your smart gallery, and the ones that are available, you can just click on it if you don't have it. But you notice it's $0. So adding it to the cart doesn't mean that you're going to pay money. No, it just means that you want to install it on your machine so that it has a check mark like that. Okay. And so it comes in a variety of collections. So they are packs, right? So if you need for example, for a game, if you click on packs over here, if there is something available, it will show up here. So I have the Evolution of Dance 1 and 2, Girl Dance, Heroic, Iconic Hero Motions. Okay, so these are the ones that are available. So I wanted to try out the one of these because there's a character that I'm working on right now that I created using Character Creator 3. So this is the model, right? So it's like a female warrior, and I sent the character to iClone by saving. I exported the avatar. You can also use this to send it directly to iClone. So here is the character in iClone, and I've already put in a sword in her hand. So we could actually select the sword and make sure it's a local rotation. Let me zoom out just to be sure. Let's go to the scene. Because it's parented already, I can find the sword here. And let's go ahead and rotate that. I changed the pivot to be right on the blade, on the handle of the sword right there. Okay. So now that you have your weapon, the character set up with the clothing and hair and everything, and actually if I play back, you can actually see it has the hair dynamics are already working in here. And I also used skin gen, so the character is looking great. Okay, but now if you want to apply animation, that's where the ActorCore comes in. So we're going to try to there's the free pack that I got. And so that is one that you can use for like general things. But I'm interested in getting one of these animations. So let's take a look at it. It says Assassin Moves. Let's view items. So I want to see if there's one that has a sword, like a sword fight. And let's see. So I don't have one that has a sword fight. All right, so let's go back. So, and this is cool. This is good that we're going through this process, because sometimes the ones that you have might not be in the category, like in game. I might actually want to do like a film. So even making a short film, like you have some sword packs here, right? So this could be the one that I actually want to use. Let me see which one is really good. So she would have like a shield of some kind. Okay, so let's see. Is there a pack of these that I can actually get? There's pistol stance, sword, and shield. Let's view this pack. And so it's $69. So I can go ahead and add that to the cart. And the way it's set up is that when you select one of these, you're able to preview it right in here. And you can also maximize the screen so that you can move it. So I'm using the left mouse button, dragging left to right. And I'm using the middle mouse button to zoom in and zoom out. And I'm using I'm using the left mouse button to rotate, the right mouse button to drag left and right, and the middle mouse button to zoom in. And you can also use these controls here to rotate and all that. You can also have the camera track the animation, and you can also reset the camera so that it's not focused on. So if you want to see like how much distance it covers, then you can do that to reset the camera so you can see how far you want to, if you have like an enemy standing here, it gives you a sense of how far you want the the data to jump. You can also mirror it. How cool is that? And if you don't like the preview of this character, and maybe you want to see like what would it actually look with a warrior character, for example, you can switch the character. So this one is like in a suit, some kind of armor, and I can go ahead and switch to a regular character like this to see how she's doing now. This is mirrored, so it would have to be on the left hand as she's jumping and cutting. Okay, so this pack looks good because if you want, you can just buy one, but I wanted to get the whole pack because it has a variety of fighting motions. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click add to cart. It has been added to my cart, so I go over here, and if you have a coupon, you can go ahead and use that. And the cool thing that so there's no coupon, but I'm ready to check out, so I'm going to be using my point. So I'm going to click on checkout, and I don't want to use PayPal. You can use PayPal or your credit card, but I also want to use, I have DA points. So this it tells you that $1 equals to 100 DA points. So if it's $69, that's let's round off like 70 times 100. That's about 7,000 DA points. Okay, so if you don't have DA points, then you can just go ahead and use PayPal or a credit card. So I'm going to use my DA points, and here it shows you like it's a 6,900. So I just rounded it off to maybe like 7,000, but actually it makes a difference. That $100 makes it, 100 points makes a difference. And this is those are my DA points that I have. So click on agree and continue. And then I'm ready to place the order. So go ahead and place the order. And you can go to download inventory. Okay. So now it shows up, first of all, that the one that I redeemed, the Spunky Moves, is here as a free one. So if I want to have characters that are interacting, but the one that I've just gotten is right here. So it's not yet installed on my computer, right? So I can go ahead and download, but because I have a Smart Gallery installed, I can use that. So, and here it says buy full pack saves 20%. So instead of just buying one file at a time, you can actually buy a pack which saves you 20% on the total price. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on download. And under download, you get to choose which one you want to use. So you could use Motion Builder, Blender, Cinema 4D, different versions. But up at the top, you also have Unity, Unreal, Maya 3ds Max, Motion Builder, Blender. So this is great. Okay, so I tend to use so as you notice, there's no DAZ 3D. So this is why I enjoy using iClone to edit my mocap file, then send it to Motion Builder. So since there's already a Motion Builder format, I can export that and prepare it for Motion Builder. But I tend to download with iClone, so I can join the files together, blend them together, cut them and edit them, so that I have a final animation. Then I can export with a profile to Motion Builder from iClone. So that's my preferred journey. But if you want, if all you need is just especially for the game packs, you can, if you want to just use for gaming, then you can use extend it to Unreal to Unity directly. So because I want to make a short film, I'm using iClone. So we'll do that. So here it warns you that if you choose iClone, then it's preferred that you go and use the Smart Gallery. Okay, so that's what we'll do. We'll use our Smart Gallery. Okay, so let's minimize this and ready to download your purchase. So it's asking me if I'm ready to, because I clicked on that Smart Gallery. I click OK, and it's gonna go through and download. So if I click on this, you can actually see the sword and shield moves downloading, and depending on how quick your internet connection is, it will take a short time or a long time, but you can say it's done. Okay, so double click on that, and so because my character is has her sword in her right hand, we're gonna find one that is you can actually see says ATK/right motion, and I always try to make sure I'm on the first frame, and we can bring up the timeline as well so we can see, and we can zoom in to fit the window so we can see the entire timeline depending on how long your animation is. So just double click on this, and there's our character ready to that is so cool. So what we did is that we went from we started off with the ActorCore. We identified the file that we wanted, and we went into the film category, and we looked for sword and shield, again depending on the character that we had created. And it's also available, but when you click on download for Smart Gallery, it becomes available for both Character Creator 3 and in iClone. So the reason why it's important to have it here is that even before you export this avatar, you may want to test it before you, as you're creating the clothing, adding clothing and all the other different kind of props, it gives you an opportunity to test it out before you commit to iClone, where you're going to be doing the final animation. So this is a character we created in Character Creator 3, and we used Skin Gen to get the nice makeup. See that? So, and then we sent it to iClone using I saved the avatar, and also you can also use a send character to iClone. And once we went to iClone, we used our smart gallery to download it. Now this file, it's animated, but it's just one quick animation, right? And if you bring up the timeline, you can actually see that it's from here to here, right? And because these files are blended, so they blend nicely, so you could literally just double click on one of these. Let's try to add this one and play. So see what happened? So we went from here, and let me press the plus sign to zoom in. So first we double clicked on one of the files. She slashes like that, goes back into the stance mode, and then she slashes another time. Right? So the first one slashing, and then another one slashing. So it blends in nicely. And then you can also, you see how it automatically like blended in. This is where you blend in the transition between the two files. So that is the cool thing about ActorCore and the motion capture files that come with it. So if you're doing like comic books, for example, this is a cool way to get like positions. And especially if you're like an illustrator and you want to do like different poses, this is really good. That's because then you can know, like, I'm gonna draw this pose right here. So you could literally just render out that pose and even adjust the camera angle, use the camera, zoom in, zoom out, and render. But the mocap file is giving you a foundation. And also, like here, if you notice that the blade is not placed properly, we can always just go back to the beginning right here. And let's select our blade from using the scene, select our sword, and just adjust it ever so slightly. And make sure you're using the local transform. And you can see how nice the textures look. So bring this down, rotate, and then move it forward. So now it's been edited. And the cool thing is that it will follow through. And then. So that is the cool thing about this animation. So if I had like a shield prop, I would be able to put it on her left hand as well. So that's the beauty. And of course, if you want, you can also do like the facial animation using live face, and then just combine the whole thing. So that's the beauty of working in iClone, using Smart Gallery, and also taking advantage of ActorCore. And these I know these are gonna expand more as time goes on. So right now it's 1085, but I know this is just gonna get better and better. And also, at the very beginning when we started out on ActorCore, this is the marketplace itself, right? But if you went to, let's see if I can go back to the very beginning. Okay, let's see if I can delete this ActorCore. At the very the bottom right here, you can see that the quality, this is like they use a camera system to capture this mocap data. So if you have a motion capture studio, it looks like you can actually create content and then submit it to this market. So as more artists invest in motion capture suits, you could actually start making some money using this. So just click on that contact Reallusion, so you can sell your motion capture files on this marketplace. So guys, keep going now. If you have like a motion capture studio, go ahead and create some more cool mocap. So study what's already here and what is missing, and then fill the gap. But I know this is just gonna get better. This is only gonna get better and better, and I highly recommend it, especially if you're working on a short film and you're on a budget. this is a very good place to start, because the files themselves are actually very cheap. $2 for one of these clips. So if you have like a short film that's maybe like a minute long, you could literally spend $100 or $50 or less than even $30 could get you like a quick set of mockup files that you can use to get started. And if you're like in Previz, I think this is a good start. And the fact that the motion capture files are compatible with iClone and all these other programs makes it the deal even sweeter, because for sure they've been tested and they're going to be used. And then you can use one item, or you can buy packs of them, which makes it helps you save money on the actual deal. So this is just the first few sets that they've created, but I know for sure that this is only going to get better. It's only going to get better. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. And as you can tell, ActorCore, I was able to do this animation sequence using all the motion capture files that I was able to get from that. And so I encourage you guys, if you're like working on a short film, if you're working on a commercial, this is a great resource for you to use and take advantage of. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and so that you're alerted when I post a new video. And I'm going to post the link to the ActorCore in the description below. Please share the video, click like, and I'll see you next time with another tutorial and insight. And actually, I'm going to try to send this to Unreal as well as Unity and DAZ Studio to see how it all comes together. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time with another insight, another tutorial. Stay safe in this pandemic, and I'm praying for you guys. Please don't give up on your dream. Continue to dream big. Dare to dream big. Much love. Bye for now.